King's Country, kingscountry.net. That's Daryl Singletary, the late great one with Rhonda Vincent. After the Fire is Gone. He's long gone. It's sad. Actually met him this time of year, maybe 15 years ago, which explains why I'm having a fabulous flashback. Hold on tight. Could get bumpy.
King of the road.
Fabulous flashback to the early 2000s with the late, great Daryl Singletary in Winnie. All right, King of the Road's having too much fun now. It is Daryl Singletary here on the show. Hey, good to see you, bud.
Good to see you, Jim.
You got a new album called Now and Again?
Yes, I do.
How's it doing?
It's doing well, actually. I hear that after playing here at the Rice Festival, that record's going to be number one. So
oh, definitely.
We got our fingers crossed that's going to happen to us.
Well, you bet, man.
I hope so.
Where you been?
We came here to Winnie from Waco, Texas. One unfortunate thing with Chris Ledoux and this the liver thing, he had to cancel a show this in Waco, and I think at Billy Bob's, and we actually covered for him. Myself and Doug Stone were in Waco at the Heart of Texas Fair.
That's Daryl Singletary here on the King of the Road Show. Good to hear you. I Let Her Lie. That's probably my favorite song of yours.
Oh, well, thank you. Y'all like I Let Her Lie?
Yeah!
And now, back to irregular programming.
King's Country at kingscountry.net. Thanks for streaming us on the World Wide Web. Take us on the go with your smartphone. Listen at home with your Alexa smart speaker. Just be smart and stay with the most magnificent country music mix on the planet 24/7 and 365. Quick timeout. Fair and Young coming up right after these on King's Country.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. It's a TGIF edition. Not just any old TGIF of the Jim King of the Radio Show. Nope. National Punctuation Day. I still have nightmares about the grammar, spelling, and punctuation test I had to pass to get into journalism school at the University of Texas back in the late 70s, early 80s. I've ended up passing, but that is a biatch. I'm telling you, it was a bitch learning that all that stuff I had to learn to pass the grammar, spelling, and punctuation test on National Punctuation Day. Here's one of our office staff at King of the Road Productions who sometimes seems unclear on using it correctly.
Today is National Punctuation Day. Here are some examples. Wahlberg is an exclamation mark. Boy George, comma. Chameleon is my favorite song. And finally, I'm having my period. Happy National Punctuation Day.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. Welcome to a TGIF edition of the Jim King Thing. Preview of the Jim King of the TV show coming up in just a little bit. But today is Friday, September 24th. We are 37 days until Halloween, 17 days until National Coming Out Day. Today, 14 years ago on this date, in 2007, The Big Bang Theory premiered on CBS. It ran for 12 seasons. I must confess I've never watched an entire episode, although it seems pretty clever. The stuff I have seen. Just caught bits and pieces of it. Anyway, that's what people tell me about my show sometimes, too. 16 years ago on this date, you can't win them all. 2005, Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher were secretly married. They split up in 2011. Their divorce was finalized 2 years later. 30 years ago today, 1991, Nirvana released Nevermind, featuring their smash hit Smells Like Teen Spirit. Come As You Are, Lithium, and In Bloom. I prefer the Weird Al Yankovic version of Smells Like Teen Spirit. He nailed it, as far as I'm concerned. I got to meet him one time when I was bartending in Hollywood, but that's another story. And thanks for streaming King's Country at kingscountry.net. Thanks for streaming King's Country at kingscountry.net and the Jim King of the TV show, TGIF edition. Rolling into a beautiful weekend in the Golden Triangle. Gorgeous day in Beaumont, Texas. Hope it's nice in your neck of the woods. But we earned this. We earned this after months and months of sweltering heat and humidity in southeast Texas. And stay with me. It's my time to shine on the Boob Tube this weekend. I got a magnificent episode of the Jim King of the TV show, which I will be previewing in just a bit. We got to pay a couple of bills right here, but back in a flash, right after this very short break, with Mark Gray and Tammy Wynette on King's Country, a classic. King's Country, kingscountry.net. Thanks for cruising through the lunch hour. It's Jim King of the radio serving up a little taste test now for your dining and dancing pleasure in the lunch hour on this TGIF edition. Jana Kramer's new song, Voices, came out today. She said it helped her realize she's not broken after her divorce. Here's a clip.
I'm fighting voices in my head, telling me that I'm not enough. I'm not pretty and I'm broken, I'm not worthy of love. Voices in my head telling me that I should give up. I'm fighting voices in my head. I'm fighting voices in my head.
Streaming from the studios of King of the Road Productions on this beautiful day in Beaumont, I'm Jim King of the Radio. TV2, my time to shine on the Boob Tube 3 times this weekend on Fox 4 and the CW. In fact, we just had a preview on KFDM Channel 6 if you slipped over to the Boob Tube at all. In this one, we've got Mike Zito back in the Royal Spotlight covering a Prince tune, kind of his signature tune as well, Little Red Corvette, and that's sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center. We'll have the Southeast Texas debut of Billy Ray Cyrus's new video with some of his relatives in it, Teddy and Bobby, I believe it is, but that's sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas. Beautiful weekend to go out to cruise on out there to LaBelle. Tell Mike, Sandy, and Norma Miller that Jim King of the TV and radio sent you. We're going to kick off the whole episode this week with Michael Buller and Buddies, downtown Beaumont.
Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon, keep shining bright. Blue moon, keep on shining bright. You're gonna bring me back to my baby tonight. Blue moon, keep me shining bright. I said blue moon up Kentucky, just keep on shining. Shine on when it's gone and let me blue. I said blue moon up Kentucky, just keep on shining. Shine on when it's gone and let me blue.
I think Mike has got one of the most unique voices and talents that I've seen around here in a long time. I mean, there's a lot of great players, but there's not a lot of people that have that little thing that they do that there's just no way to mimic it. You know, you just can't do it.
What is it about Southeast Texas? We've got some of the greatest players right here, but we have so many in Southeast Texas.
Yeah.
Scott McGill, Tim Burge, and Manny Montalbano. It's just everywhere here.
Yeah. I mean, I think people here are spoiled. I call it the crawfish thing. You know, what we take for granted in our own backyard, you take it someplace else and it's a big deal.
If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a show. People get pretty tired of me and my silly hat pretty quick.
We appreciate it. And your hat. We love your hat. And the Cadillac.
Can I get that in writing?
Yes. I like it when you back out the driveway.
It's Mike's aunt, Michael's aunt, Gina.
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Yeah,
It's been
you
several
too.
years. We did a little thing with you and Mike outside Judy's Rocks. I think it was 2009.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah. Yeah, he's done much better now. He seems more mature, and his music was amazing today. I mean, I think he's very more, I don't know what you'd say, into it more, I guess, because he's older. And so I'm pretty excited about the future for him.
Yeah.
It looks good.
He hasn't lost a thing. In fact, he's gained a lot over the years.
He's gained, oh, definitely, yeah. His music, his piano playing today was on point. Definitely good.
Shine on when it's gone and left me blue. Shine on when it's gone and left me blue. Shine on when it's gone and left me blue.
This man needs no introduction. It's Bubba Ainsworth. Good to see you. Great show with Michael Buller, huh? And,
boy, wasn't it ever?
Vinny.
He's just given us so much joy through the years. He started as a very young man, like Art said. He's, I guess, around 15. I think he's 32 or something like that now. But he has just given us so much pleasure watching him play through the years and watching him grow. And, of course, Scott McGill, what can you say with this little deal they put together? When real musicians like this, a lot of people don't know that they had about a 1 hour practice before they put this on.
I know.
And none of them had played together before other than in previous gigs. But when they put together something like that good, it just tells you the musicians how blessed we are to have such great talent here in the Golden Triangle.
King of the Road.
Check out exclusive concert footage and interview with Michael Buller and friends this weekend on Fox 4 and the CW. And thanks for streaming Kings Country, kingscountry.net. I'll be streaming those segments, by the way, tomorrow at some point at jimkingoftheroad.com. Kings Country, kingscountry.net. I'm Jim King of the Radio. 1 week ago, me and my sweetie Suzanne Simmons celebrated our 1 year of dating in Houston. And we had a nice weekend, nice hotel, couple of great restaurants, and we went to the zoo. I'd never been to the Houston Zoo before. The only disappointment was we didn't get to see many gorillas. I think we saw one. He was sleeping. It was a rainy day. I guess they were just, it was sleeping weather for the gorillas. Anyway, this is unbelievable. A bunch of parents and kids were checking out the gorilla exhibit at the Bronx Zoo the other day when one of the gorillas, wait for it, started giving another gorilla oral favors right in front of them. Here's the crowd reacting.
Oh, don't look, Josie.
Streaming from the studios of King of the Road Productions on this beautiful day in Beaumont. Jim King of the Radio behind the wheel. I do it on TV, too. It's my time to shine on the boob tube. Who's counting? But episode number 789 debuts tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6:30 on the CW. It'll re-air tomorrow night at 9:30-ish on Fox 4, following local news. I believe there's a sporting event, maybe college football or something, tomorrow night, but definitely prime time, always. And then Sunday at 12 noon on the CW, final encore performance of the latest Jim King of the TV show. It's a Buller and Buddies episode. We'll check out Michael Buller, amazing keyboardist, young guy from Beaumont, Texas. He's actually the nephew of the late, great George Jones, who cruised down to Beaumont and get some exclusive, downtown Beaumont, and get some exclusive concert footage and interview with Michael Buller and several friends, including the guitarist Scott McGill, very well known around here. We'll also have the Southeast Texas debut of Billy Ray Cyrus and Cousins, Bobby and Teddy's new video as Roll That Rock. That's the new video from Nashville, sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle. We're going to close it out with Mike Zito back in the Royal Spotlight. Check it out 3 times this weekend on the CW and Fox 4. I'll be posting the segments tomorrow at jimkingoftheroad.com for your streaming pleasure. And thanks for streaming Kings Country at kingscountry.net.
I can hear the truck tires coming up the gravel road. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Kings Country, kingscountry.net. I guess I've done all the damage I can for another week of radio on the Jim King of the Radio show. Going to go finish off the Jim King of the TV show. I got to do a little closed captioning. Yeah, we learned to do that 2 years ago. You keep between the ditches. Have a good one. Check out the Jim King of the TV show 3 times this weekend on Fox 4 and the CW. For those of you outside of Southeast Texas, I'll be posting the segments mañana afternoon at jimkingoftheroad.com. Lock that in your favorites. And stay on Kings Country for the most magnificent country music mix 24/7 and 365 right here. And tell your friends about it.